Yeah.
Well, what happened? He was playing against Everton.
Yeah.
He come on, David Moyes slung him on, running out the box, all you hear is and turn around, Paul Sharner's on the deck. Duncan's like smiling. Oh, he's clumped him, right?
Yeah.
And then it all goes off. It's all a bit like whatever, handbags. And I'm behind him, and it's just like, but I know James McFadden.
Yeah.
And Lee McCulloch's big Scotsman, and it's like all of this contingency thing. And I'm sort of going, what's the matter with him? Why is he like digging people? He's been on 5 minutes. Oh, and then he's like, so I'll sort of go like that. You're all right, Dunk, like that, all a bit weird. But you don't realise the camera's on you, do you, when you're playing?
Yeah.
Oh, so that face you weren't playing up?
No,
you were just a bit scared of him.
Yeah, I was a bit like unsure because he was there, he could have gone crunch or whatever. And then as he's walking, he's got the red, and as he's walking off, because McFadden and Lee's there, me being like, right, idiot, and a bit of banter, I'm thinking, seeing the tunnel Dunk, thinking they'll laugh. And Lee McCulloch went, I wouldn't have done that to him. Like that, dead like that. Like, and I did his lips move because he don't want Big Dunk seeing him. Yeah. And I'm going, no, good crack though, James McFadden. And he's gone, nah, I ain't with you here. Both just went, and I'm going, oh no. And he's in the tunnel, he's took his shirt off and he's standing there like that.
What is it?
Against the tunnel.
Waiting for you?
Yeah, 15 minutes left.
During the game?
I'm running around during the game going, he's over there, and Jig's gone, all the best, Lee McCulloch's going, all the best. 15 minutes left. Worst 15 minutes of my life.
Will you keep looking at him when you're playing?
No, yeah, he's in the tunnel.
How did you play for that 15 minutes?
And I'm going, and Jig's going, Lee McCulloch's going, Dunk's gonna catch you. I'm going, I don't need it.
Yeah.
This is during the game?
During the game.
Oh my God.
Bainesy got involved, and like all the boys, Gary Teal, Glas, another Scottish, we had a lot of Scottish boys. And I'm just thinking, what have I done? You know when your heart feels like it's dropped out your sorry. And then it just goes, what have I done? So the whistle goes.
Yeah.
Longest standing over you've ever seen. I'm like,
14 laps around the ground.
all that's left is a pigeon and a couple of crisp packets.
And Big Dunk.
Oh no, I've got to face the music. Got to face the music. He just goes, wallop, don't ever do that again. I'm like, no. That was it. Oh no, it weren't it. So that's it at the JGB. Boom, done. 2 weeks later, where do we go? Race day. Who's in there? You wouldn't believe it. Big Dunk. Like that, up the bar, bottle of champagne. All the boys going, guess who's over there? I said, I already clocked it. Don't worry, my heart's come out my asshole again. So I'm just like, oh, this is so bad. Like, why?
How's your luck though? 2 weeks
Lee
later?
McCulloch, as McDonald. Yeah. Lee picks me up, that's Dunk. Plonks me like that. All right, Dunk.
Hello again.
Yeah, how are you? Hey, wee man, do you want a drink? I'm like, I'm in, I'll go. Me and best night ever. I mean, you can all shop. But that's a true story. Me and Dunk cracked open cigar, bottle of champagne, that'd do you. Honestly, it was classic.
I love it.
Yeah.
Brilliant. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. This is a good one. I get asked this a bit as well. So
is iconic.
Yeah, it's a big one. So the year before I wasn't there, Brownie kept all the team out of Man City at half time.
Yeah.
Never been seen before. A lot of players found it
degrading.
Yeah. There was a few, like, I don't want to name, there's a few, like, not having it, like, out of all, whatever. Brownie's Brownie. Brownie will put you on your toes, mate. He doesn't mess about. If he feels like he's going to do something, Brownie would do it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Players didn't like it. So anyways, the year after, I'm there, and Paul McShane, the mad Irishman, we're all having our pre-match. He went, Jim, what we got to do? Whoever scores the goal, we've got to do the celebration, keep all that, sit down, act as him. And he said, whoever scores it. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it's got to be. I said, I ain't doing it. If we score, I said, I ain't doing it if we're 4-0 down. I said, no, we'll get rinsed. Anyway, we're only 1-0 down, and the penalty comes.
Yeah.
I'm taking a pen, innit? Notch, but I'll go off of me totally forgetting. All the boys get me, and we do the celebration, which was absolutely fantastic. And in that clip, you even see the Man City fans clapping. They loved it because it was a great sell-up. Everyone could, they knew where it was coming from. Brownie afterwards, I always remember, and everyone asked me, where did he find it? Yeah. And do you know what? I remember I've walked in, he's on a laptop, so he's watching the sell-up. Yeah. And he pulled us all, and he pulled me with it. That'd be last of that though, Jim, wouldn't it? I went, yeah, course, Brownie, course. But do you know what it done? It carboshed it through.
Yeah.
It killed it. And all the press, and he laughed about it, and he done the press conference great afterwards. And do you know, no one talked about it after.
Yeah,
It was
cool.
like, all done. We made a bit of fun of it. I think it helped the actual...
The camaraderie
the
in the
whole
team.
thing
Yeah.
over it. I think in the end, it was an all-win.
Yeah.
It was an all-win situation. Wicked, though. Wicked sellout.
Yeah, is it?
Still on some of the computer games, you know.
Is it?
Yeah, mate, I should be getting royalties out of that. It's an absolute joke. I was in Kingston the other week with my little, and I get these kids just sit down around me and just start filming. Tell us off. I'm like, what are you doing? Just
No
jumping
way.
up, honestly, Jay, off the head, mate. It's so funny. It's so good. Yeah.
That's I've got to ask you, talking to managers, you've had Paul Jewell at Wigan,
Yeah.
and you said to me off air, Wigan was a good time for you with Paul Jewell and that, but you had a few rucks with him.
Yeah. Paul, honestly, Jay, I had 5 years at Wigan. We come from nowhere, really. Div 1 to the Premier League.
Yeah.
Great manager, loved him. You know what? Probably the best manager I had. Just to win things, do you get what I mean? When you're winning as a player, Jay, it's so much easier and it's so much nicer. I've been in a few teams where relegation battles, it ain't nice. Do you know what I mean? It's a different part of the game. But anyway, Paul Jewell, brilliant. Now, I remember this one time, we got in the Premier League and he dropped me for a game, Chelsea away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not having this. So I go in, I'm fuming, go in the office, sit on the chair. He's like, what's the matter? I said, you know what's the matter? I said, I ain't played. I'll give him the spiel, mate. Like, I ain't played since a kid in the playground to be dropped at Chelsea away and to play me at West Brom at home. You're mad, didn't you?
Yeah.
He's like, well, I'm the manager. No, I'm not having it. We was going back and fro for about 3-4 minutes. I just flung the chair back in the office, turned around and run out. He jumps over the desk.
No way.
Mate, as I've undone the door, he shuts the door on me head, squeezes me head against the door, and all I can see is the head scat through the... I'm Bill! Bill! He's got me! He drags me back through the door. I'll go for him. Like, what am I thinking? Trying to hit the gaffer. He's like, calm down. Do you know how strong he was? He was built like an ox, mate. He picked me up and just starts livering me. I'm like, get off. He's like, hey, like in his Scouse accent, could have a go. I'm telling you. I'm like, oh, no, I can't believe it. But you know
What are you
what?
doing swinging for the gaffer?
It's embarrassing. It was embarrassing. We just start thinking he's ragged.
Why do you think you're so hard, Jim? Look
I
at you.
can have a go. When I go, I go. And then I don't think it's embarrassing. I just lose my nut. And then he says to me, you get like straightens me up. But you know what? That man never once. I don't think that story's. I don't even. It's in my book, I think. But I don't think he's ever said
Anything about it?
Never once told the press, especially close to it.
Yeah.
Never once did I hear any murmur of it.
Yeah.
So that's how I know the man's got me. Do you get what I mean? And do you know what? He gave me a run out of Chelsea, albeit 25 minutes. But then he started me the very next game.
Yeah.
So, look.
You think highly of him?
Massive.
Yeah.
And he stops the ball on the line, like bang on the line. And I'm running right behind him. And I'm thinking, as he's going full pelt, I'm just going to... And my dad's up there. Right, my dad was in that block. He got a coach load up, 30 of them on the coach. And I thought, this would be great to put Ronaldo in the stands. Not that I played like that, but it's a great opportunity just to leave your mark on someone. Fair tackle and just leave a little bit on him. So I'm running up behind him. He sprints towards the byline, puts his foot on the ball, and there has to be momentum forward. There has to be. There wasn't. You know Roadrunner?
Yeah.
Like that. I was so shocked, right? Because I'm going, yeah. And then my mind goes back normal and goes, shit, he stopped. I do not know to this day how he stopped running that quick. You can't do that without being an alien. The best player I ever played with was between two players, was Paolo Di Canio when I was at West Ham and Joe Cole.
Yeah.
Like when he first come on the scene at like 16.
Where did you play with Joe?
I was with him at West Ham.
Right, okay.
He come on as a young kid, and I always remember I was there in his first session when Harry brought him over. Jay, you've never seen nothing like it.
Was he good? I remember hearing about this session.
Well, I've never seen anything like it in my life. The power of the boy, and he was that 5-0. Like, just done things that, like little turns and stuff that have got names, like a Cruyff turn and you got a step over. He done stuff that didn't even have a name. He would, like, do something. It'd be like, wow, what has he just done? Yeah. And then he'd do that Rabona 60-yard diag with no backlift. I'm like, oh, my God, has he just done that? Rio was there. Rio's got that mad laugh, like, wah! Screaming, he goes, do it again. Rio was so buzzing when Joe first come on the scene. It was a joke. Yeah. And then Paolo. to answer your question, Paolo was just absolute, just a joke.
Yeah.
Like, when I first see him play, it was like amazing. He just took the club to a different level and produced on that pitch like just phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Yeah. How old was Joe Cole? He was like 15, wasn't he?
15 and a half, 16. Apparently Joe didn't play football later on. Apparently, like late, 12, 13, like he was well late into the game.
It's funny because people don't when people talk about the greats of the Premier League, it kind of gets overlooked a little bit.
Do you know what? Is his injuries, and I believe Jose Mourinho held him back. Jose was about team and winning. Joe was in that team.
Yeah.
But as an individual, if Joe ever played like I played for Fulham, for not the top elite, if Joe ever was just allowed to be Joe and a number 10, man, you would have seen stuff that you would never have seen before.
Yeah.
It's just Joe was wrapped up a little bit, and then he had his injuries. And I've always said when a jinker, I call Joe a jinking player like Messi. When a jinker gets a knee injury or an ankle injury, it
affects you
massively. Just too much strain through the body.
Yeah.
You said that you like sitting by yourself.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks Jimmy Bullards like, "Way mad. Which you are, that you're one of my great mates. Hilarious. But you do like your time alone, don't you? And
yeah, I know, getting into a bit of serious stuff, but yeah, you're right. A lot of people I meet, sometimes they go, "God, you're not as crackers as I thought you were," if they see my serious side. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can't be like that 24/7.
No.
And not that, I think I'd explode. I'm not like that all the time. You need to recharge. Let's say that fishing gives me a recharge. Boom. And do you know what? The older I'm getting, the more I'm hating humans.
what a quote!
I'm just like,
That's a title.
people talk so much waffle.
Yeah, go.
It's like, honestly, you're driving me mad. See you later. It's one of them soon. And it's like, Pete, honestly, but
When you're sitting there fishing on your Todd, how's your brain? Are you
Lovely.
thinking a lot,
And
or
it's
is it total
lovely.
emptiness and just?
You're mad, and it's lovely.
Yeah.
Being on my own, thinking about the next fish I'm going to catch, what I
So
might
it's
have
all
for
on
dinner.
fishing then.
Yeah, no.
You're not
little
thinking
bit,
about
no.
work or like.
No, I
is it-
think about food a lot. I like my dinners. Do you know what I
off from
mean?
your own
Drive home, man. I'm like, no, what you got on bottom?
I'm going
fishing. So I think about whatever I want to think about, but I'm not dictated to. I can just chill out and do what I want, and that's the thing I love about fishing. Sat there on your own, it's quiet. The quietness and the tranquilness of it is just beautiful. I love it. Always have done. I can't be this hectic person all the time. I get a headache.
Fair enough.
Do you know Jim still owes me a set of golf clubs? So
can't believe you brought this up.
I left my golf clubs in his car. He left the clubs, changed his number. I thought, it's the last time I'll see them. Next time I see him, he's popping up in the Premier League. And I'm like, fuck, any danger? Just chawed my golf clubs. So if I do sign, that's the fee.
Absolutely.
Callaways or Titleist.
He had a set of Callaways, X16, they were Pro Series, like they were the nuts, right? I thought, he don't play that much, he won't mind, so I took them. I had them for a year and sold them.
Sold them?
700
Who'd you sell them
slabs. Just my mate really fancied them.
Has he still got
I said,
them?
they're Joey C's, they are, like, I love you with it.
Has he still got them, do you think?
I don't know, no, I wouldn't have thought so. This was 20 years ago.
Well, if
But
anyone
I still
has
get
got them...
embarrassed around that because it's half thieving it, isn't it?
No, it's not half
that's
even it.
sweet.
It's
I thought it was good banner.
Yeah, it's play.
That's it. Only footballer will go, that's good banner, yeah, isn't it, with golf clubs, good banner.
No, but I really...
he stole your golf club. He stole your property.
It's on it, how much you've loved it.
Yeah, I had 6 years there co-presenting with Fenners, as you know. You stood in for a couple of gigs when I couldn't do
Probably why they canned it.
No, you was better than me. I phoned Fenners on the Monday when he weren't that good, was he? But yeah, look, 6 years. I've also done the drills, going around the clubs and doing the drills, which I absolutely loved. It weren't till Sunday morning I woke up with the dirtiest hangover in the world. The drill, it hit me. Because that gives me my football.
Yeah.
Going round, what it's like, Joe, I love kicking a ball about. I turn up in the JR on a Friday to rehearse. I can tell you now, but we have a kickabout for half hour, 45 minutes. It's
You're
just
straight
so
outside, aren't
nice.
you?
It's just such a good job, and I'm going to miss the football side to it. I'm going to miss everyone at Sky, and we have I was going to say a small team. The size of the team, Joan, we was all out Saturday night behind. You know what it's like to build a show like that. Ain't easy.
Yeah.
Fresh content every week, and it's a massive team, and I'm going to miss a lot of them. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And 6 years, Joe, loved every minute of it, and it was my bread and butter. Woke up on a Saturday morning, gives me a bit of direction in life every weekend, and I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss it. It's weird, though, because hopefully this year, you never know what's around the corner, because when I finish football, I've never had our Fridays free.
Yeah, of course.
It's weird for me. It's only pre-season, you get your, like, off-season, you get your Fridays free. But now I get my Fridays and weekends free. What am I going to do? But hopefully something might come up. But as you say, my golf life, baby, is where it's at. I'm golf every day. I love it. So plenty of content on my channels coming. Golf, I just love it. Everything golf.
I want to ask you, because I've done the JR Arena and the drill, and you've done it with some brilliant teams. You've been around some brilliant clubs. What was the most favourite club and favourite drill that you've done? Who was the best people that you met?
It's a good question, James. It's got to be when I went out. The best was Deco and Rivaldo. I went out there. I done it to them in Barcelona. Like that was epic. Like, they don't get any bigger than that. But you'd be surprised. The thing for me is when the clubs and the teams buy into it. And you turn up. All the boys there are just finished training. They all stay behind. They buy into it. They want a piece of the bulldog. Yeah. They leave a bit on me. Yeah. The managers are there. They are taking the drill on. That, for me, is it in a nutshell. I don't care where I am, Barcelona or Dog and Duck. If you buy in, I'm in. Yeah. And I absolutely love it. You know. So I've done gigs all up and down the country, all over Europe, really. But I haven't got one. The boys that bought into it, and the girls, by the way, because I've done the girls back end. WSL are getting bigger and bigger. Yeah. So it's like, bought into them, went down to Brighton, Hope put on a session. It was good, man. I loved it. Yeah. So give me a bag of balls, some people that are invested, and a lovely bit of turf to play off. I'm in. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I loved it, man. I loved it.
Do you miss it, Jim? Do you miss playing?
Do you know what? I missed playing the first 2 years. 18 months, like, seriously missed playing where, like, I was struggling. I was like, what am I going to do? Then afterwards, I just got used to it, and then Soccer Am come up, Jay. Yeah. It saved me, lad. Honestly, I'm like, wow, what a job. This is probably the best job I could land. Yeah. At that time, for where my mind was at. Fenners was great. Fenners was the main presenter. He done a lot, Jay. Yeah. You know, them little bits that you're doing there, no disrespect, I know we have a crack at it, but what you're doing there is double slick. That ain't easy. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, Jay, that ain't easy what you're doing. In and out of a show ain't easy. I've tried it. I struggle with it. It comes natural to some people, not to others. You have to work hard, and Fenners had it.
Fenners is
and
great.
You've got it. Yeah. And you've got it. So that is what I worked on. It took me a long time. Still not nailed it. But Fenners for the show, Jay, I've just got to say, and I know I keep bringing his name up, the stuff he come up with was absolutely electric. And to do a live show on TV every week with the content he done, I'm telling you, Jay, it ain't easy. Yeah, it's just funny, Jim, because some of the things that we've discussed doing tonight, and you were sat out there saying that Fenners was rubbish. No, I know, but look, that's between me and you. God, no, look, you leave a bit on them, didn't you? It is what it is. You don't tell them to their face they're good. Yeah. I've never done that in my life. That's just strange.
Simon Jordan, obviously, he's huge now, all over the world. Can't get rid of him. He's everywhere, and you're a big fan of him. But you've had a run-in with him before, haven't you? Do
you know what? I knew I shouldn't have told you as I walked in. It's so embarrassing. Like, all it was, I was having a drink in a bar in Mayfair, and I was wasted. I was halfway there where you want to be. Yeah. And I remember, I don't know whether it was a dream or it actually happened. I went up to him, just ruffled his barnet. I'd give him some, and he's like, dead stern, you know, when he turns. He went, oh, well done, Jim, get away. Like, give me the treatment. I went, all right, just walked off. And all the boys like, go and give him some. And I didn't in the end. I bottled it. But I did leave some on him. I'm not too sure how much it affected him or whether he'd ever remember it. But I definitely left some on him. Yeah. And I was scared walking into this building.
He's everywhere. You can't get rid of him. He's on every billboard.
But yeah, he's puckered up, isn't he? That fella knows a lot about everything. Yeah. It's or
he knows nothing.
Or he's having a waffle up through half it, or he's so good at waffling. But